I think, as you kind of used the word exhausting there, it has been quite exhausting, especially that period of extra time. Exhausting to watch in a way because of the effort that the two sets of players put in.
Yeah, it certainly was. I think it's been a great cup tie. The more the game's gone on, the better it's become, I feel, especially in extra time, and both teams having a go at each other. And Hibs players in the centre circle got their arms around each other. It's Caldwell that's going to step up and take it first.
How important is it to be first, taking the penalties first, do you think?
If you score, it's great. If you miss, then you have a problem. But you up the Rangers' end from the Hibs point of view. The pressure's on now.
Gary Caldwell, who has never scored a goal in senior football, with the first penalty, scores. Hibernian, 1 to the good. Well, that's good for Bobby Williamson and co. Nice to see Bobby going and shaking hands, by the way, there with Alex McLeish. The managers can do no more. No, have the lads in it.
You're not allowed on the pitch as a manager and a coach when it comes to penalties. The players are out there on their own. It's good team spirit from both sets of players there. Arm in arm in the centre circle. But it was a good penalty. It was high. It was savable. But Kloss went low. Ball went high. 1-0 Hibs. Now it's Arveladze.
His last goal in this competition, by the way, down against Ross County of all teams. Here he is. This to keep the scores level. Oh, missed by a mile. Missed by a mile. Shota Arveladze. First blood Hibs.
What the pressure's on Rangers now. I tell you, that wasn't a good penalty from Arveladze. Here we go. Just opens his foot up there, Anderson. Well, he didn't have to dive. He's pleased about it. The clenched fist is there again. 2 penalties tonight that Rangers have taken. 2 penalties they've missed, but Hibs have the advantage.
The one people who can't lose, I was thinking these are goalkeepers, but he didn't have to make a save there, did he? Now it's Stephen Dobbie, the man whose goal brought us into extra time. And he can't score from the penalty spot. He managed to score with a blistering shot in the 90 minutes, but Stephen Dobbie blows his chance of double glory.
I think you'll see Stefan Kloss just move forward here. He's off his line. Look, he's about he's both his left foot and his right foot. Right, left, right. There he's off his line. He's about 1 yard, 2 yards off his line now. I think Kenny Clark, who had a good view of it, should have ordered that to be retaken. Goalkeepers can move along the line, but not forward.
Not forward. We saw that last week, didn't we? Michael Ball to bring Rangers level. Left-footed ball, and it's saved by Anderson. And Rangers have failed to convert either of their first 2 penalty kicks here at Hampden. And Michael Ball is just as upset as Arveladze was before him.
You don't want to tempt fate, I tell you, but Daniel Anderson is the penalty king. Michael Ball anguished there. There he is, he's happy about it. 3 penalties that Rangers have taken. 1, 2. 3 misses.
Advantage Hibernian again, especially if Gary O'Connor can ram this one past Stefan Kloss. This to make it 2-0 in the penalty shootout. And another save! What an extraordinary turn of events here at Hampden. Stefan Kloss. Bobby Williamson doesn't know what to make of it.
Here's the step forward. I'll tell you what, not quite as advanced as he was before. Well, he possibly was. That was a great save, but he moved forward again.
Does anybody want to score? It's Craig Moore's turn, and again I reiterate the situation. It's 1-0 Hibernian in the shootout. This to make it all square again from the Australian international. Craig Moore, who had his shot kept out on the line, which might have won Rangers the cup. He does score, and Rangers have their first successful spot kick. And we're back to square one. It's 1-1.
I hate to say it, but 2 penalties have been converted by 2 centre-halves. Would you believe that? Some more gifted players, or allegedly gifted players, have missed penalties, or rather, there's been some great saves by the goalkeepers. But
I think you never missed in one.
I took 1 penalty in this competition against Gordon Marshall, who's now a goalkeeper at Motherwell. Of course I scored. Of course I scored. I was going to put it to the right. The goalkeeper moved right, and I just bundled it into the left-hand side. But it's certainly nerve-wracking.
It's Scott Brown, and it's 2-1. It's driven beneath Kloss this time, and the youngster, 18-year-old Scott Brown, makes it 2-1 Hibernian. They are still within touching distance of returning here for the final against Livingston. Bobby Wilson's Hibernian. Bobby Williamson's Hibernian.
It's a very cool Bobby Williamson there. It's a very cool Scott Brown. He's quite relieved it's all over. It was a penalty to the right-hand side. Underneath Kloss, advantage Hibs.
Erlinger's turn. fished it in a long run-up, the longest run-up we've seen. It pays off for him. It was a cool little finish, wasn't it? And it's 2-2. Battle is joined, and we go on and on at 2-2.
Well, I tell you what, it was a nice strike there, possibly the best penalty. Sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. The coolest penalty of the evening. Christian Nerlinger. 2-2.
And now it's the star of the night, so far as many of us have been concerned. Tom McManus, our star since he came on in the second half, might have been the real star maybe for Hibs throughout the evening, but McManus made the difference. Can he make it now? Yes, he can. Bashed into the roof of the net. Hibs 3, Rangers 2, and that means from now on this one has to go in for Rangers, and it's going to be Vanoli.
Vanoli has to score. Tom McManus relieved about it. It was a good penalty, bit of power, bit of confidence is there from the youngster. Vanoli has to score to tie it up.
Paolo Vanoli has only scored one goal for Glasgow Rangers. It was a cracker against Dundee, left-footed the Italian. The keeper crouched on his line, Daniel Anderson scores, it's 3-3. And suddenly the consistency is there. Alex McLeish, well, as we said before, they could do nothing about it, and now we're through to the reserve penalty takers, if you like. It's Mr. Dumby to start with.
I think these are the ones that didn't fancy it the first time round.
Exactly.
Now the ones that have to take penalties. I wonder what time breakfast is served here at Hampden.
You still won't get a Scotch pie.
A cold Scotch pie.
Hibernian 3, Rangers 3 in the penalty shootout for the right to meet Davy Hayes Livingston in the CIS Insurance Cup final. Terrific drama here at Hampden, and they are rapturous. They're loving every minute of it, but those Rangers fans will only love it if it's their side that goes through. Matt Dumby. Oh no, you would say, if you're a Hibs fan. It cracks off the corner of the upright, and for the first time it's advantage Rangers, I suppose. And do they have a hero stepping forward now? A hero with the longest name of the night, Zurab Kizimavishvili.
Your favourite man. How ironic will that be?
The Georgian.
The Georgian internationalist. He has the chance to win it for Rangers tonight.
Let's say it again. It's Kizimavishvili. This to send Rangers into the final yet again. And he's hit the bar, and Anderson got a touch on it, a fingertip to it. And the referee blows the whistle to say, can you send somebody else up here, please? Well, how extraordinary this is.
I'll tell you what, you must say that's a wonderful save once again from Daniel Anderson. He got a good touch to it, hit the crossbar and came out. Does anybody want to win this game?
Another centre-half's coming up. Murdoch, he'll score, won't he, Terry? Colin Murdoch, the Northern Ireland international, with a chance to put Hibs in front again. It's Hibernian 3, Rangers 3. I think the world record is something like 28-27.
First we should get the managers to take penalties.
Looks like Murdoch's going to be left-footed. He is, he scores. Hibernian have their noses in front for the second time.
Now here's a man stepping up that has to score for Rangers with a bit of a checkered history when it comes to penalties.
You remember the European Championship final, semi-final against Italy.
Yep. He doesn't like taking penalties, I think.
He doesn't. Frank de Boer, in only his second game as a Glasgow Rangers player. It's de Boer. Oh! And history repeats itself for Frank de Boer. Hibernian will contest the CIS Insurance Cup final with Livingston. On the 14th of March, they're coming back to Hampden. The underdogs have done it. Poor de Boer probably wishes he would never, ever take a penalty ever again. The Hibs fans are absolutely ecstatic, and they're going crazy here at Hampden because Hibernian, Bobby Williamson's Hibernian, have defeated the favourites Rangers, the 72 favourites, and Hibernian and Livingston will contest the final. Extraordinary scenes then, but congratulations to Hibernian, who in the most dramatic of circumstances have overcome the mighty Rangers and play Livingston in the final. We'll take a break.